taking over, that's a promise, not a threat.
Uppercut, season off top, you stop breathing.
Talk about Shields Marshall. Like, let them niggas figure it out.
Yeah. Shields Marshall, however, was a legit fight of the year. Like,
Facts.
for 10 rounds, those they went at it like, they were. Yeah, the shit was just like they were throwing some hands. Like this was not a boring Claressa Shields fight. Like Claressa was pretty much fighting for her life. Like you could tell because Marshall first of all rehydrated so much. Like Marshall was fucking big. Like she was like, good lord.
Yeah, this was Claressa Shields' most entertaining fight that I can remember.
Of course.
Yeah, like
the fight of the year.
And just the way the whole side, because Shields was putting everything into those punches, and like I mean, Marshall wasn't going nowhere because she was too damn big.
It was a violent fight.
Marshall was trying to like try to do her own impression of Tyson Fury in there, like
But she was turning and rolling some of those.
Pat. She was trying to be Tyson Fury and Jose Luis Castillo at the same damn time.
Yeah, that's facts though. But it was just like goddamn, like like Claressa. It's very rare that you see Claressa Shields getting bullied around the ring, but she was getting bullied because she just the strength, and then Shields.
I had this fight a draw, man. Like I thought Shields looked great first half, second half. She was just getting bullied too much, man. But she made it a great fight. They both made it a great fight. Like goddamn, like. I wouldn't mind seeing this again, but if they don't have a rematch, I wouldn't feel away because they left it all on
the ring. Yeah, Marshall. The funny thing is like Marshall kind of she definitely had a surge in the later rounds though, but I also felt she was kind of gassing too. But she was also smothering her work.
They both gassed at one point. But like Shields credited Marshall, and she said that if she had to rate Marshall's power, she rated it a 9 out of 10. So
because I could see that. She was knocking her like across the ring with her power. Like them 1-2s, like they weren't like the commentator really weren't giving Marshall credit like that.
The ropes. Tim Bradley, the fucking.
And I was like, God damn! It's like like she's been clocking Claressa in the middle of the ring, sending her to the ropes. Like they was making it seem like anytime Marshall did anything, it's because Shields led her, and it's like it gave a wrong impression of them.
The thing that was weird to me is like the commentary had an issue with Shields having her back against the ropes, even though I felt like, to me, when I watched it, I felt like Marshall was tagging her more in the center of the ring than she was when Shields' backs were against the ropes. Shields was fine against the ropes. She wasn't taking that many big shots against the ropes.
She was taking body shots to the ropes, man. Like you didn't see Marshall digging into her body with them legs.
No. She took some body shots, but she took heavier shots on her way to the ropes than when she was against the ropes.
Yeah, I'd agree.
I agree when you say she pushed her to the ropes and she used her physical strength, but against the ropes, Shields felt comfortable. I didn't feel like it was a big deal. The commentators were.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. They were making it seem like
it was a big deal because a lot of times Shields wasn't fighting off the ropes. She wasn't James Toney in that motherfucker. She was literally being more Canelo than James Toney. She didn't start fighting off the ropes until like the late rounds when it was like when she had to.
Right, because when they felt like the fight was probably getting too close.
Yeah, because Shields will go to the ropes and won't do anything for like maybe 10-15 seconds. And in a 2-minute rounds, and with somebody like Marshall, like I mean that's how I see it. I see Pat, you kind of seen that, like.
Yeah, I mean I definitely do. Like I mean, like I said, I mean the fight was definitely close. Like near the end, like I said, they were kind of gassing and everything like that. But
they had a reason to gas though.
Yeah, they did because they were throwing heat at each other. But the shots that Marshall was landing, like especially to the body, was just like they were ridiculous too. And the fact that Marshall was not taking a step back at all. Let's say
this is what Canelo Golovkin one should have looked like.
This is the one excuse. Like I say, I know when people say, "Oh, Claressa can't punch," I mean, in this case, Claressa, even if she did, I don't think Marshall would have gone anywhere.
I mean, she was snapping Marshall's head back a lot. So for somebody that can't punch, she was definitely putting something behind them, and her head was definitely snapping back. Maybe
but the problem was that Marshall was just, wasn't.
The thing is, look, like as far as clean, like she did have some neck snapping shots, but you got to remember, any nigga who can't punch is going to have those same type of shots when they're the smaller person throwing overhands. How many times have you seen a nigga catch overhands and they just walk through them shits and they don't get no reaction? And the thing is, Marshall was at least rolling some of them. Like a lot of those flurries, she had her hands up. It's just me personally, and like I said, easier said than done. Ain't no fucking Sunday night, Monday night, quarterback shit over here. But but when you teach boxing, you look at fights and shit differently.
Wait. So how'd you score the fight, LB?
Nah, I had it a draw, man. But
hold on. No, you talking about Shields Marshall?
I'm talking about she was Marshall. Yeah.
Well, you got a draw, really?
Yeah.
Dang. Okay. Well, I thought Shields won that like 8-2.
Yeah, I gave Marshall
God
3.
Damn.
I gave Marshall 3 rounds.
Maybe 3.
I could see like a 96, 94 either way.
Marshall's footwork was so trash. She's good otherwise, but the footwork's the foundation, but her footwork's so bad sometimes.
The punching in the upper body make up for it, but the thing is, what Marshall could have did, a lot of times she would just cover up and get lower with Claressa, and instead I felt like she needed to just uppercut the body and be in the middle, because that was there for her the whole night.
What was it with both taller fighters giving up their height at times for unexplicable reasons? Both, like, especially, I mean, that was the thing, especially with Mayer. Mayer was crouching down too much and basically giving up her height for Baumgartner to just punch down to her. And Marshall was kind of doing the same thing at times. Like, you're basically giving up your height. She didn't do it as much as Mayer did, but at times it got really like, what are you doing?
Okay, I'll explain both. All right, look. The reason, Mayer, I can see why she did it. She was fucking like, she knew that Baumgartner was trying to launch that overhand right, and a lot of times she was shooting it over Mayer because Mayer's taller. So when Mayer would crouch a little and have that left up, it was just landing partial. It wasn't like she barely got hit with the overhand rights, even though Baumgartner threw him a lot. She mostly got hit with the straight right. Mm-hmm. So it was a strategy to it. It kind of took that punch away from her, because Baumgartner, that's all she really had that whole fight.
With the power punches?
With the right hand.
I'll say this. There were times where, like, I felt like Mayer is lucky that Baumgartner couldn't get the timing down, because they were both throwing rights, and if Baumgartner would have got the timing down, you would have had she would have been on the floor. Mayer would have touched the canvas.
But I think Baumgartner hit Mayer with her best shot. Like, if she ate this shit, like, a lot of times they traded right hands. If you would see the exchanges, Mayer would back up Baumgartner with two left jabs, and then Baumgartner would finally react and come over the top of the right hand. Like, I felt like they took the best shots from each other, but I feel like Baumgartner was more hurt from Mayer than the other way around.
Well, I kind of disagree a little bit with the that Mayer took Baumgartner's best shots, because Alicia wasn't even getting the timing and placement down.
Then how'd y'all have her winning then?
She did more.
I had it a draw. I didn't say she won. I had it a draw.
I had a 6-4 Alicia, but I feel like she did more. Like, she stole some rounds in the end.
I had it a draw.
Yeah, I feel like she won.
Because the way I'm looking at it, like, all she did was just telegraph right hand. It felt like I was watching a female Nate Campbell.
I felt like she won the first
with
3.
less defense.
I felt like Alicia won the first 3 and, definitely won the last 2 and somewhere in between. I don't know. That's just me.
Yeah, I felt like she won, like, more of the early rounds, and then she stole one of the late rounds.
I
can see it.
I agree. I had Alicia winning too, but it was like 96-94ish. type of deal. I mean, I think I gave Alicia a couple of the swing.
I would definitely expect them to draw. I would definitely expect them to draw.
Well, I mean, yeah, especially after that sorry ass round 10 where they both basically decided to do fuck all of nothing.
Yeah, that was
trash round 10. That pissed me off a little bit.
Yeah, but thankfully though, Shields and Marshall, they decided they threw.
They made up for it, really. Like, Shields Marshall let everybody know who the real main event was. Like,
I mean, Mayer and Baumgartner had this whole grudge match going in, but did the fight show it? Nay.
No.
And at least Plant and Darrell gave us a crazy knockout. So if you're gonna talk all this cash shit, you gotta be involved in something crazy, like
something worth it.
Yeah, it gotta be some type of punchline to it. It gotta be an end result. It can't be the end result is one of y'all win a close fight and then say natty boo boo, no rematch for you da 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 da, like and you run across the street like nah. Get out of here with this second grade shit, nigga.
Yeah, meanwhile with Shields and Marshall, I mean, of course, at the end though, I mean, two things. I mean, Shields, I definitely give Marshall props as a power. I mean, because the one thing that was alarming was that Shields said she couldn't see out of her eye. I was like, God damn it, she was getting hit with some shit.
No, you saw that bump under her eye, dog. This is the you seen Shields get rocked with them punches. There was like some 1-2s that I'm like, God damn, the commentator's not saying shit. Like,
but she was eating those shits, so that's the thing. Like, she was getting rocked.
Look, eating them. Look, when like, we need to get this definition of eating them. Eating them is not when you get hit full blast and you go back 3 feet into the ropes. That's not eating a punch. Eating a punch is when you take a hard shot and you still go forward and you're not falling forward. You're still able to fucking maneuver and go forward and be cognizant of what's going on. Eating a punch is like, I mean, eating a shot is like when Lewis threw the uppercut to Klitschko, and Klitschko, like, you could tell he felt it, but he was still able to clinch. He still knew what he was doing. He didn't stumble, and oh my God, he didn't look like Chop and fucking Kodo.
Right.
That's eating a punch. Fucking when Canelo landed that one right hand on Golovkin, that's eating a punch, nigga. Not no.
Well, see, I thought Savannah Shields, when that got announced, I thought it was gonna definitely shit on the Katie Taylor Serrano fight. I had low expectations for this. But I mean, Katie Taylor Serrano is probably still the best woman fight, but this one wasn't far behind.
Fuck no. This was better than Taylor Serrano because
that's gonna be tomorrow's poll, by the way. Just letting you know.
Oh, that's good.
Good shit, my nigga.
Wait, hold on. Wait, so you think this was better than the Serrano? Because a lot of people
it was more violent. You know why? Because if Serrano knocked out Taylor, it would have been better. But Serrano had Taylor hurt too many times and couldn't finish the job.
You couldn't capitalize, yeah.
Whereas Shields Marshall, they hurt each other, buzzed each other, but neither one could stop the other, and they just were just back and forth. Like, that was some real epic fucking fight.
I can see it that way. See, I just thought Taylor Serrano were closer to me. I know you scored this fight a draw, but I thought Taylor Serrano was a closer.
I felt like Serrano beat Taylor.
Oh yeah, no,
I think she won enough rounds.
Oh yeah. I thought you meant. I meant you thought the Shields this fight was closer, like a draw, as opposed to the Taylor fight.
Yeah. But the thing is, I could see Taylor Serrano being a draw too. I like, honestly, and you know, that's another discussion. They need 12 rounds, yo.
Yeah, they need 12 rounds. They need
3 minutes. 3 minutes. No, 3 minutes. 3 minutes is the one that really they need.
12 rounds or 3 minutes. Nigga, that could be a poll. What would you rather have first in women's boxing? 12 rounds or 3 minute rounds?
No, I mean, they do. They need. I mean, I want both of them, but if I had to pick one, it would be 3 minutes. I need 3 minutes. Like, this 2 minutes is horse crap.
I need the 10 minute. I need the 12 rounds because I need to start seeing separation in these close fights.
Mm-hmm.
But the extra minute in the round would create that separation. Like that's more than, like, that's how many that's 10 extra minutes.
We don't know that. We see and Serrano's the worst case because we seen the Hardy fight. And look, if you need to knock somebody out, you adapt it to whatever you given. If you a real fighter, real puncher. And I feel like, especially if we're talking about all these unification, all these super fights, and they're just going 10 rounds. A 10-round super fight is unheard of. Yeah, maybe in a street fight, 10 rounds, nigga. Yeah. Got dude from the block down the street and got this nigga coming from this side of the city. Like, yeah, but we're talking about cameras and news and all this shit, and motherfuckers, it's like 10 rounds. We're doing all this for 20 minutes. Fuck out of here. It's fucking 12 rounds, man. but I could see your 3-minute rule. I could see your point with 3 minutes. I mean, one or the other needs to happen. I don't think both need to happen right away. If you give me one first and then say, okay, we'll give you the other one 2 years later, I'm cool with it. But yeah, a lot of these, it just shows you that at the top level, there isn't really separation like that with these women's fights. Like when they're matched up evenly, the last fight I saw like a separation was the damn McCaskill and the Brockus.
And that was a minor separation. It wasn't a big one, but it was enough that it was like, okay, damn.
Nah, it was enough both times. Get the fuck out of here. Like,
I have no intention of watching those fights again ever. Those were horrible fights. So
nah, we got way worse fights than that. God damn, like you one of these people that like
those were ugly, horrible fights. Like
the second one looked better. The second
one was better, but the first one is really, really bad. Like when people watch that and say, like they criticize women's boxing, watching that first fight is like, okay, maybe I could kind of understand why you don't like that was horrible. I would never show someone that fight. I would really never
exaggerating on that.
No, it was really but listen, we're grading on a curve. I'm talking about for what we're
not grading on a curve. Like,
top level women's fights. That's supposed to be a top level women's
top level fucking fights, period. I would rather watch that fight than see goddamn Rigondeaux and Casemiro fight 12 times.
I take neither. I for one choose death.
That's your ass, nigga. I gotta live to talk shit about these motherfuckers.
You know, but we have Baumgartner and Baumgartner and Mayer and Shields and Marshall. Like they put on women's boxing though. Like,
they stole the weekend.
I think what's gonna happen with Baumgartner is I think they're gonna position her. I think Eddie's gonna position her to fight Katie Taylor, and that's gonna be a passing of the torch. To be honest, that's how I looked. I think that's why I think it's gonna happen.
Yeah, I've kind of heard that not rumor, but obviously scenario happening, definitely.
Well, once Baumgartner get the undisputed title she wants to get,
girls move up all the time. So 135. I think one of the girls Alicia fought was like a 154 champ. You know what I'm saying? She's at 130. So, but we'll see.
It's just forcing fights that fight's not going to be a big fight like that. It's forcing it. It's going to be a significant bout, and they'll make it big, but it's not going to feel like this weekend felt. Like,
it's a pass. Like I said, it's a passing of the torch because Katie Taylor is basically gone. She's got one foot out.
But it's a torch that no one wants to see pass. Like it's still it's only a passing on the torch because they're telling us it is. That's again the fucking promoters telling us what we want to see. If you was to have a poll, what would you rather see? Baumgartner and fucking Taylor or Baumgartner Mayer rematch?
That's a good one.
Nigga, we didn't have like 3 good poll ideas like off rip tonight. Like nobody was writing them shits down, and not you other motherfuckers will be biting.
Right?
Pop up on Thursday night like, oh shit, what is this poll? Like, ain't this on the cast?
Right. But either way, like I said, I was thoroughly entertained by boxing this week, especially by the women they put on and everything like that. Unfortunately, this coming weekend is gonna be this box is gonna be a little bit more quiet before it picks up again in the final week of October, which of course we'll go into those next week.